Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Alright, let's get back into it. We're heading on to a new area. Maybe. Possibly. We'll have to see where these new missions lead us. These new war table missions. Let's go. There we go. That's a lot of new missions. Holy shit. Alright. Forces, let's do this one for sure. Master focus. So I can get the ultimate damage. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I thought like I had another Inquisition perk, but I do not.
Crestwood has had no further trouble with the undead.
After what happened, it will take time for the village to recover.
Good. Glad they're now good to go. Red Jenny and the bad goods. Sera cannot simply vandalize our reports. There is no record of any of this. A memo from Josephine, written on a letter from an outlying landholder. Inquisition leaders. I have reports of a gathering of resources to be moved into venatory hands. I send this with the hope that you have the means to track who may be responsible. I overheard the possibility, but further inquiry yielded no more detail. It is unfolding well above my station. Sir Gaston of Wildervale. Sera has scrolled several notes below, also a sketch of a Randy Nug Hurdy. Squire with a limp says horses for 20, small force. 3 farmers say they were kicked out of homes. Route? Merchant says the carts are heavy for carrying armor weapons. Says they shortchanged him, so didn't tell about wobbly wheel. We'll slow them through the pass. Easy pickings, right? A few altered signs will waylay them in the Venmarks. A trade caravan will have supplies to last. If their stock happens to be mostly weapons, they won't last long. Blockading a caravan is a small but provocative matter. Do we trust this information? Buying out the caravans would expose whether it is led by an honest merchant or a conspiracy against us. I feel like Liliana and Sera get along the best. Except Sera has a sense of humor and Liliana doesn't. Have supplies to last. If their stock happens to be most weapons, they won't last long. I kind of like Josephine's idea. Yeah, just buy it all out. I'm gonna say, maybe we should force them. Let's use our forces on this one. See how it goes. I want to make Sera happy. Amulet of Power. Alright. The planned caravan tipped by Sera's friends was abandoned at our blockade. The organizers have disappeared. There's no doubt it was intended for the enemy. Really? Maybe I shouldn't have been so forceful and instead have been like secretive about it, probably. Hope there's not more. A trouble of Red Jennies. I will never understand how they function with the same name. A memo from Liliana written on a letter from Sera. Sometimes we trade off baddies. Some knob learns your tricks, message another Red Jenny. Now you're twice as hard to catch. Looks like magic, except no demons, and no magic, I suppose. Anyway, the caravan we took over, there's 2 leads on that. From 2 other Jennies. Good ones, too. Sera. Simple sketches of other Red Jennies, and their locations are scribbled below. Their mustaches seem improbable. Navaran, Johi, Tantavale, Sherrod. Funded from Tantervale. They may be open to an alliance after the trouble in Kirkwall. Colin is out. Supplied from Navarra, I can leverage the Pentecost name to manipulate to a degree. But perhaps we needn't mention it to Cassandra. Oh boy. This one has more weight, I feel like. Red Jenny and the Imposters. Woohoo! How fascinating to receive help through seemingly random means. So it seems we have a friend of a Red Jenny in Navarra. Nice. Alright. Red Jenny and the Imposters. Are these people a nuisance or a rebellion? A note from Josephine, written on a letter from the Red Jenny in Navarra. Inquisitor. A servant girl with a bruise told me your name is also being abused. Whoever owned the caravan you took is retaliating by dressing thugs in fake Inquisition uniforms. These valiant knights offer protection from the heretics. For a fee, of course. Employer is a mystery, notifying you in case you want to get involved. And so you aren't alarmed when some of your soldiers start showing up dead. They've earned it. Red Jenny. Location of several camps follows. Sera has scrawled a note, also a bow made of swords. Johi's a hard one. Serious business. This Johi seems prepared to deal with it. Let him. We should involve the local lord in this masquerade. They will be just as displeased about their influence being misused. We cannot suffer this misrepresentation. Our response must be swift and send a very clear message. I say we do this. They're posing as our troops. We can't let that happen.
All right.
Just gold. The knights masquerading as Inquisition soldiers were dealt with. Signs of larger group were present. This Johi is investigating. Okay. Rescue the spy. Nobility and Valchavan have caught Miller, an Inquisition spy. She has tricked them into thinking she's a bard from the Orlesian court, but the deception will last only so long. Extract her before her captors learn who she is and demand a ransom, an investigation, or an execution. Our hand must not be seen in this. I can send Miller tools to escape, but she must leave on her own. She is one of your spies, Liliana, so I might leave it up to you. Cullen. I can dispatch armed guards claiming Miller is wanted by the Inquisition. I doubt anyone will contest us. A countess in Valchavan is sympathetic to the Inquisition. She's willing to negotiate the spy's release for us. Now, this. I trust you, Liliana. She is your spy. It's your mess to deal with.
Let's see what we have.
Miller is free, and little worse for wear. Best of all, by escaping on her own, Miller preserved the secret of her connection to the Inquisition. Her adventure has given her quite the motivation to prove herself. If she learns from it, I feel her future work will be exceptional. Liliana. Good. I'm glad. See? Trust in Liliana. She knows how to handle her people. She's our spy master for a reason. Diverting soldiers in the prospects. Letter delivered by messenger bird. My name is Sister Paulette. My sisters and I have been accompanying a handful of injured Inquisition soldiers through the Frostbacks. As they are no longer able to fight for the Inquisition, they wish to return to their farmlands in Ferelden. These are strange times, and many seek the solace or forgiveness of loved ones. Unfortunately, the peace may never come. A band of Avar, refusing to see reason, have pinned us down. We have taken refuge in a cave and are holding them off as best we can, but I do not know how long we can last. I understand this bird is trained to return to Skyhold. I pray it is so. We need aid. A note in Cullen's hand follows. Soldiers dispatched from Skyhold itself will not reach them in time. We should have men near their location. We sent a party to pursue a group of Red Templars we suspected of moving captured civilians to one of their red lyrium mines. A swift bird might reach the party, allowing them to go to the sisters' aid. However, we would likely lose the Templars' trail. No one wants to make this call, but if the Red Templars to escape, more people will be harmed. Our soldiers would understand. These soldiers are still our allies. They've done their part. We cannot abandon them. Never leave a man behind. We're gonna go rescue the... We'll rescue the civilians another time. I'm pretty sure I know where the mines are. They're in Empress Dulian. That's where the mines are, right? That they send their people to? We'll rescue the civilians in due time. For now, we have to make good on our word that no man left behind. And these are our own men. We have to support our men. We have to back them up. Otherwise, why would they want to fight for us? It sets an example for other people to want to fight for us. So I say we do it. Correspondence sent by messenger bird to Commander Cullen. From Sister Paulette, your help arrived just in time. My sisters and I have seen the soldiers safely to Ferelden. I cannot express what this means to all of us. Maker's blessing upon you and our rescuers. From Lieutenant Kestrel. Commander, we've lost the Red Templar's trail, awaiting further orders. Thanks from a Chantry sister, Maker's bride cameo. Alright. Locate the missing seekers. This we can do. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they, and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius, are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Liliana. Alright. The Seekers have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places agents should search. Someone must have seen these Seekers or given them safe harbor, entice them with a reward, and leads will follow. No. 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 Because enticing them with a reward, that's like saying in a kidnapping situation, in the real world, for instance, there's a reason why the police don't like it when like the victims of kidnapping or like the families of victims of kidnapping, they don't like it when they put out a bounty or reward because it leads to a lot more false information than it does to true information, and it just bogs down resources in the investigation so much more. Same thing here. If we offer a pile of gold for leads on where the Seekers may be, then that'll lead to so many false leads. So no, I'm gonna say this is Liliana's, this was entrusted to Liliana, and plus Liliana is Cassandra's friend, and plus Cassandra knows the secret hideaway, so this would be a good place to start. I say we do this. This is the much smarter move. For a time, finding the missing Seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading, one at a time, into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumor regarding Ban Lauren, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caer Oswin, and they too went silent. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing seekers will be found. Okay. Caer Oswin? Thanks from a Chantry sister. Inquisitor Trevelyan. You may not remember me. I stayed at Skyhold for a time, and later accompanied some injured soldiers to Ferelden. Our journey was more perilous than expected, and I only lived to write this thanks to the aid of the Inquisition. I have little to offer, but if I may help the Inquisition in some small way, you have only to ask, Sister Paulette. Sister Paulette showed bravery and kindness in staying with the injured soldiers. She has already done more than was asked. Let her remain with her fellow sisters in peace. You would say that, Liliana, because you used to be a cloistered sister. You didn't take your vows, but you used to be one of them. Some soldiers in Crestwood wish to establish a place of prayer at the keep. Sister Paulette could assist. Alright. I could arrange to transfer Sister Paulette to the Chantry in Denerim. Having a reliable ally in the capital's Chantry could prove valuable. I said this one. Even though I don't believe in the Maker and religion can fuck off and all that good shit, and I'd be helping spread religion by doing this. Religion is the opioid of the masses. It is. It really is. Whoever is in control of religion controls the world. Because it is used to control people. And right now, our troops need morale. I'm not saying I'm going to use it to control anybody or anything like that. But it can give a powerful boost to morale to our troops. So I'm going to say we do this. I'm surprised we didn't already have a place of prayer at the keep. I thought we did. I guess we didn't have anybody leading it. But we had Mother Giselle. Isn't she leading the... Like, I thought that was her job, was to lead the prayer sessions. Ugh. Fine. Do this. I hate it, but do this. She's already a sister. Wherever she goes, she's spreading religion, so it doesn't really matter. May as well spread it to our troops. Inquisitor Trevelyan, prayer cannot save you in the midst of battle, but it can restore the spirit after. If I may offer even the smallest comfort to the soldiers in Crestwood, I am pleased to do so. Sister Paulette. Okay. So it's our soldiers in Crestwood. Alright, that's okay. That's good. Gather herbs. Alright. Caerbron now occupied, the Inquisition has access to the fertile Banon, as well as the busy Denerim markets. Both a ready source of herbs used in crafting both poisons and potions. Trade in Ferelden is currently erratic, so access to such herbs will vary greatly from week to week. Black market sources also exist, but the riskier an attempt to find resources is, the greater the chance of turning up nothing at all. Alright, our agents can comb the black market. We risk finding nothing, but we'll have the best chance of finding rare herbs. Send our forces to gather what we need. It's the least risky option. I have contacts among the merchants in Denerim. It's not as risky as the black market and should provide good options. Let's see what this does. Spindleweed, alright.
Inquisitor.
So what does this offer then? Spindleweed and Royal Elf Fruit.
Inquisitor.
Alright. And then this one, just Royal Elf Fruit.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Nothing of use. Crestwood Resources. Crestwood region is known as a source of herb embryum, as well as the stone known as obsidian. Now that the Inquisition has a camp established, forces can be sent out in search of deposits of these resources for transport back to Skyhold. Obsidian is rare. Whatever's easiest to collect. Obsidian and embryum. Okay.
Let us begin.
Cool. Escape routes for agents in Crestwood. This one. Inquisitor, I have moved some of my agents into Caer Bronach, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers refer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Orlais. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood. They run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents could easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Liliana. Opening these secret tunnels will let us evade any prying eyes that turn toward Caer Bronach. Let's do it.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor, these tunnels are complete, and our agents slip in and out of Caer Bronach like shadows. The workmen who were digging out the caves discovered some old dwarven items there as well. Mundane things, such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price among some collectors. Liliana. Cool. Alright. Find Crestwood Mayor. Ooh, let's do this one. The Mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down if it's to serve justice. Yes. Crestwood's mayor will have to stop for supplies. I'll have my agents inquire. We already have soldiers on the road in that area. They'll hunt down the mayor. I can ask the Crown to post a warrant for the mayor's arrest. This is a matter for the Crown, I must say. The Crown appointed this mayor. Well, technically the Banon appointed this mayor. But, or maybe the people appointed this mayor, I don't know. But it's to do with the Ferelden. It's a Ferelden matter. It's not an Inquisition matter. We have no right to this man. But still, I want to pose judgment on this asshole. I so do want to do that, because he did something absolutely horrible, and he just ran away from it instead of facing it. I feel like Liliana is better at tracking down than Cullen is. Liliana's agents are like detectives, and we need detectives on this case. So I'm gonna say we do Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the Mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Galar life. Cool. Gonna go have to talk to him. To serve any master. Inquisitor, here's an interesting thing. Among the various things we found at Caer Bronach that belonged to its former mercenary inhabitants was a journal, and in it I found mention of several high-placed clerks in the Imperial counting house who are, shall we say, known for their loose tongues. They sell what they know to mercenaries, to seeking to outbid others for work. But should we dispatch agents to speak with them, it would take very little pressure to have them work exclusively for us. The agents would need to remain to watch over our new friends, but I've been trying to place eyes on these positions for years. Liliana. Josephine, with your permission, I will send agents to secure these men straight away. Let's do it. That was simpler than I would have hoped. The Imperial counting house clerks were so shocked to have been discovered and so fearful of being found out, they all but swore their loyalty to the Inquisition on the spot. My agents say they are behaving themselves so far. Indeed, they sent gifts for you to prove their good faith. But we will watch them closely. Nevertheless. In the meantime, any efforts we make to gather coin in Skyhold will undoubtedly benefit from their placement. Liliana, Sigil of Lyran. Cool. And finally, expose the double agent. Let's do this shit. Good. I was gonna choose Liliana regardless, and I'm glad that Liliana is the only choice. An unknown traitor is lurking in Liliana's closest circle of spies, and she must set a subtle trap to catch the double agent. The planning will take considerable patience, but the Inquisition must purge this enemy spy from its ranks. I agree. We must move carefully. This traitor is a master of the craft to escape my detection for so long. Do it.
Inquisitor.
The following is a confession that I, Abernail Harish, known as Painter, when in the employ of the Inquisition, did betray our cause in exchange for promises of a title from the Venatori. I acknowledge the mercy of the Inquisition in allowing me my life in exchange for secrets of the enemy, who I have now forsworn, and I willingly serve my sentence in prison. Abernail Harish, as witnessed by Liliana. Please tell me you roughed him up a little bit first. I don't want him dead. I don't think traitors deserve the death penalty. I don't believe traitors deserve the death penalty. I believe they deserve life in prison. Like, really? Why does being a traitor deserve the death penalty? Same with like being a deserter. I feel like being a deserter deserves life in prison. It doesn't deserve the death sentence. Not even life in prison. Being a deserter, like, if you've decided that you're too afraid to fight anymore, your brothers need you, and we can't have soldiers, you know, just willing to run from a fight that needs to happen. We can't just have that. Sometimes soldiers have to be sacrificed in war. It's a sad business, but there it is. Now, desertion is a tricky subject because if you allow a deserter to roam free, then it sets a bad example that, oh, you can just get away with it. But also, life in prison is too harsh of a punishment. Killing them is just way too harsh of a punishment. So I say, like, being a deserter is probably, like, dishonorably discharged, of course, that. But also probably like 5 to 10 years in prison. Because you got to give some kind of incentive for troops to stay in war. But you also, like, if someone isn't willing to die for you anymore, and their only option is to die for you, I feel like that's not an option, you know? Like, if I were in that situation, if there was a massive horde coming on me of enemy troops, and my commander is telling me to stand there and hold the position, and where I will assuredly die, and I being a coward, which is why I'm not in the military at all, and I would never join the military, but I being a coward, I could not live with, like if I had joined the military, for instance, to, like, be a support person, you know, maybe, like, run supplies to the troops or something. And then I'm told to hold my ground and give my life to the cause whenever I was only intending to, like, support the troops. I wasn't intending to die for it. I think in that instance, it's okay to be a deserter. But if you're on the front lines fighting, and you are meant to be fighting, and know that your job may require your life, I feel like then that requires some repercussions for deserting. Alright, well, anyways, that was a long-ass rant. I don't even know how we got on the subject of desertion. I go on random rants from now and then, just accept it. It's a thing. Alright, I want to go talk to this mayor first before I pass judgment on him. And again, it takes forever to come back into the world, for some reason. Some unknown, stupid frickin' reason. It'd be great if I could read the stuff that comes up, like the codices. That'd be great. I love the idea that you can read the codices on the screen, but the problem is the codices only stay up for 2 seconds. You can't even read the title before they're gone. And it's like, why would you do it that way? What would be the possible reason to do it that way? Sera slightly approves. Sera approves. All right, we got a lot of points with Sera. I like that we got a lot of points with Sera. Let's go see if Sera has anything to say to us. And Cassandra. See if Cassandra and Sera both have something new to say. Cole.
Old pain, shadows forgotten from dreams too real. This side is slow and heavy, but here is what can change.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
See? What did I tell you?
Welcome back. Thank you.
You're certain?
I don't...
Oh boy!
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Coryphanus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Just you and me messing around in people's stuff. You know, to start.
But I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader.
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, this option.
Just you and me. You know, I would like that.
I like the sound of that. Let's go.
All right.
Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh.
Let's see here. All right, what do I do? Ooh.
What, the desk? Oh yes, center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sera. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
Okay. Is Vivian gonna be one? Please tell me Vivian's gonna be one.
Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sera, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
Okay, how do we get through there then? There's only one way through there. Ooh, Liliana's gonna kill us for this. Liliana is so gonna kill us for this.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? And no, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
Good. I'm glad we didn't mess with Liliana. She has a lot of personal issues.
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. It was fun chasing you, Inquisitor. Nice for you. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Oh my god, Sera. Sera. I love you girl so much.
Come we the able troop to Skyhold.
Oh my god, I love Sera.
Strong and free. With our hero born and
Hey, it's not there.
and something.
Great song.
Love seeing you, yeah?
I was thinking you and I should get to know each other.
Right. You come with me.
Ooh.
So, you've been chatting me up. I heard that, yeah? And seen the looks. That's all fun and such, out there walking around. But maybe there's more in your head. Like you want to be more? I mean, you're good on the eyes. Fun. It could go pretty good if the human thing works out.
It's nice to finally admit what we both knew was there.
You've been saying it other ways. Maybe me too. But I'm tired of talking. Of everybody always talking. We're all dead this. We'll kill them that. What about what's important when you like someone? I'm in bed. We should get to your bed. Now's good.
Ooh, yes.
So you're not worried about me being the Inquisitor, the Herald?
Did that do something to you? Down there? Oh, the Andraste stuff. She's not, you know, here. So what? Or is it because you're in charge? Because if that's a problem, I won't lose my job. Isn't that right, Inky?
Really? If we're together, you'll call me Inky.
What? I make fun of titles because they're stupid.
But as a pet name?
Oh, it's a thing with you. Well, let me have it then. Lean in like it's real dark and whisper your naked name. No, I'm calling it. Now I like Tadwinks.
Tadwinks.
Don't you want to get to know each other a bit before jumping into bed?
We've been walking all over the bloody place. That's time listening, talking, watching your ass. How is real getting to know different from that? You're only counting words when I wink or something. I like you. I don't play with just anyone, and I don't share. That's why we're talking now. Still talking. Do you want to stop talking?
Hell yeah.
I'm not interested in just a sex thing.
Who said anything about just? And walking, and fun. Fighting, and fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I can talk to anyone. Do you want to just keep talking?
Hell no. We'll talk and have fun. No. Come back to my room. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Finally. I thought you'd never ask. Like, I was gonna say yes on the spot. But the stupid question marks and my completionist attitude had me say that I had to do the question marks. But if it were me, personally, in this situation, and I didn't have those question marks, I'd be like, so, let's go to my bed. Right now. You and me.
Sera, I'm inviting you up to my chambers.
No, I'm racing you there. I win. I lock the door. Come on, Tadwinks. Show me what you've got.
All right. Up to our bed. Up to our chambers. Aw. What? You don't get to see?
Hadwinks.
Kiss her, yeah.
Come here.
Oh.
True enough.
Yay. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. That makes me happy. Okay, what now?
Good day. Welcome back.
Am I back to the real world now? Or what?
What do you mean?
There we go.
Hadwinks.
Any chance I could talk you out of that pet name? It has to be Tadwinks? What is that?
All right. Now I'm thinking shiny, because I don't care.
Alright.
Are things playing out the way you expected?
Cassandra laid it out, right? The praying's nice, I suppose. Coryphe's bit, though. Shite.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
What do you think about Vivian?
What's your opinion of Vivienne?
She's a bitch, but she knows. She better.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Yeah, she is a super bitch. And she better know she's a bitch. Like, why? How are you supposed to get Vivian to like you? By being a bitch too? But don't two bitches just hate each other in their own bitchiness? Like, I think it's like impossible to get Vivian to like you. Yeah, Cassandra, I'm in a good mood right now.
I understand the Inquisition has tracked down the missing Seekers. Care Oswin. I didn't see Ban Loren as the sort of nobleman that would become involved in this war. The sooner we go there, the sooner I can put this search behind me.
I have some more questions.
Why am I not surprised? I would prefer...
Alright, not
I'll
yet.
let...
We did have something new.
Do you have any advice?
We must guard Skyhold carefully. There is no telling when Corypheus will next attack.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Alright, let's go talk to our new prisoner. Oh, Mayor. Crestwood Mayor. I already forgot your name.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
What do you mean there's no one to watch over? We have the Mayor of Crestwood. Why can't I talk to him before I sentence him? Like, I want to get more information on him first. He's not in any of these. I say put him to the closest dangerous one. That one. The very far end one. Right where my head is. That's what I say. Alright. First we're gonna go up to our room. See if that triggers something with Sera. Now that we're an item, which I'm so happy I was able to finally do. I was like so afraid I wouldn't get to be able to be an item with her because like I fucked up too much with being a mage and a necromancer. I'm surprised she went for it.
Worship.
She's in love with a necromantic mage. Alright, I'll pass judgment soon. But first, to my quarters. Can someone summon Sera to my quarters? If she wants to. She doesn't have to. It's totally up to her. I just want to, you know, Send a raven down to her. Little text message. You know, maybe a drawing of me naked. Little sext. I wonder if that ever actually happened. I'm sure it probably has. Someone's trained a bird to pass messages between two lovers, and they just sext each other. Uh-oh. So nothing with Sera? That's a shame. That's a rot shame, that is. I thought you did get a sex scene with Sera, though. I thought there was a sex scene in this game for Sera. I know there isn't one for Josephine, which, to be honest, well, no, I do prefer Sera. I prefer Josephine because she likes mages. She doesn't have a problem with mages. But I prefer Sera because her personality is better, like, just matches more with my personality. Like, wanting to play pranks and all that stuff, and just wanting to have fun. Basically, when it just boils down to, she just wants to have fun, and I want to have fun. Girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Let us sit in judgment.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word. He's pleading guilty while claiming he's not. Which is it?
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Ooh, a cloud Ferelden from. Best I can do is exile. Ferelden can lock him up. Yeah, it's Ferelden's business. I don't believe in the death penalty, no matter how bad, and this is horrible. Even for Hitler, for crying out loud. I don't believe in the death penalty for Hitler. For him, I believe in a very cold, dark cell, giving the crappiest, same food every single day for the rest of his life, where he can no longer see sunlight or daylight ever again. That's what I'd want for Hitler. Not just a straight-up death penalty. So for this guy, he's done some horrible-ass shit. Because even if it was the Blight, like, you still don't 100% know that. And you can quarantine them, sure. Put them down in Old Crestwood, that's fine. Quarantine them. And that's a good thing to do, so it doesn't spread to the rest of the village. But, that doesn't give you a right to just kill them in hopes that the Blight will go away. No. No, no, no. And I thought the Blight was only infectious if you touched people's blood. If you touched Darkspawn blood. I thought that's how the Blight was infectious. Not that, like, just coughing was enough to get you infected. So no, this mayor is wrong in every single way. Wrong. I'm not going to exile him because, I mean, he can just easily come back and go to any place in Thedas. Ferelden can lock him up.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
Yeah.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
What did you expect? And I'm glad I'm able to send them to Ferelden. Alright, cool. So I believe we don't need to talk to anybody anymore. How about my spindleweed? Or not my spindleweed, my shit over here. Yeah. My rash vine. Alright, still here. Where do I upgrade my potions? That's downstairs, isn't it? In the Undercroft. Very well. The Undercroft we shall go to. And I can also see the improvements to my area. See if there's anything better to do.
Where's my hour?
Alright. So that's all good. Need more rash vine. God, I need more rash vine. And I need some death root. Oh yeah. I know where to get death root. We haven't reached that area yet though. More rash vine still. Still more rash vine. And rash vine. You're all maxed out. Rash vine. God, I need so much rash vine. Where the fuck do I get rash vine at? Grenades. Ghoul's beard. Huh. Even fire. Oh, we have a lot of Embrium now. We have enough Embrium to do all that stuff. Where do you get Ghoul's beard from? If I was able to get it at the store in Redcliffe, I'd have more than enough right now.
Where'd you learn to hammer?
Alright. Anything new to store away? Inventory. Alright. Let's go ahead and give our amulet of power. Is it for us? No, it's for Sera. Alright. That's fine. I can give Sera a little reward. Show that I love her. Alright, cool. That's good. And then the rest can be sold. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Ah, so maybe we can go find the other Seekers now, because it looks like that is a new mission to do. Mm-hmm. And if it's where I think it is, Mayor Oswin, it sounds like, I mean, that name sounds familiar. It might, I think it's where the Red Templars were meeting beforehand. Like, whenever we had a choice between helping the Mages or helping the Templars. I think Mayor Oswin is where the Templars were beforehand. And if that's the case, I'm gonna take Cole with me. We'll have to see. How's my inventory count doing? I have 0, 400 inventory. Nice. Oh yeah, and I can, while I'm still here, Sera, you have some upgrading to do. Ooh. Nice. Let's get your special ability going. And then Cole, you still can't use your special thing, can you? Fucking hell. Very well. Okay, so they were like over here, I thought. But that's not it. Where is Care Oswin then? Alright. So we have that one and that one still to do. Alright. Well, I know the next area that we need to go to, which is the Exalted Plains. Cullen, our spies looked into the breakdown of contact between Valvrio and Imperial Army forces in the Dales. Troops on both sides agreed to cease hostilities, then retreated to their camps to await the outcome of peace talks. What occurred after the withdrawal is a mystery. The last communique from Gaspard's marshal reported a rash of desertions. After that, silence. I agree that this warrants further investigation. Do what you will, and my agents will lend support. Liliana. We can march soldiers into the Exalted Plains and position scouts in strategic areas. If lines of communication are down, we must be prepared for anything. Let's do it. So this is literally the last area that I really remember at all. I've reached this area a few times in previous playthroughs, and then I kind of got bored of Dragon Age after that. And then I'd always just start a new character after. So we have established an outpost in the Exalted Plains. Lead Scout Harding is en route and waiting for their orders. So once we beat this area, then all the other areas past this area, I have only been to once, because I have only actually completed this game once. After the Exalted Plains is as far as I've ever gotten in all my other playthroughs. So I'm excited to finish this one and get to areas that I've only been to once that I have no recollection of whatsoever. Because it was so long ago whenever I actually finally did beat it. Sera, ooh. I like that, Sera. I like your new card. Hell yeah. I love your new card. I may just pick you just for that. Alright, so for the Exalted Plains, who do we need? Maybe Cassandra, because this is all about, diplomacy stuff, if I remember correctly. Well, not really. But it's all about a war between Orlais and the rebels in Orlais. Like, one of the main players is like in the Imperial Court is in open rebellion against the Empress right now. And so that's what this whole area is like a rebellion. It's like a war going on between the Empress and the other person. So I feel like we need diplomacy. Blackwall, you're not the best at diplomacy, whereas Cassandra is a part of the... she's the right hand of the Divine. And the Divine seat is in Valvrio. So that means she should know the people in Orlais quite well. She and Liliana are friends, for sure. Dorian would just piss people off, for sure. Vivian would absolutely love to be there. I know she would. Because she's all about Orlais. She's an Orlesian herself. And she's also a super bitch, which is why she's never coming in my party. Ever. She's never allowed in my party. Ever, 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 ever. She's never allowed in my party. No. Cole. Varric is a smooth talker. He's good at diplomacy. He's the best at diplomacy out of everybody else. Sera, I love you so much. I really do. But you're not the best at diplomacy, if I do say so myself. Ugh. Should I choose Cassandra? She's also kind of a bitch and doesn't really like a whole lot what I do. But I feel like in this one, she will like what I does, I think. I feel like she will like what I do in this one. So I feel like to appease her and to get someone new in the party, let's bring her. Definitely not Vivian. You're banned from my party for all of life. Iron Bull. I mean, you'd be great to bring along. But nah. So definitely Varric. Cassandra and Varric are gonna love each other so much, I'm sure. Maybe Solus too. Oh yeah, isn't Solus's mission in the Exalted Plains? I thought it was. So I'm definitely gonna bring Solus then, if that's the case. Alright, so Varric and Solus. Let's go. Our very original party at the very start of the game. How about that? Who would have thunk it, right?
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Civil War was the word I was looking for between the rebels of Orlais and the Empress, the Imperial Army and all that. Civil War was what I was thinking of.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
So these are the Dales then. Okay. Wow.
This rebel group, tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camped somewhere on the plains.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Alright. Cool. Looking fine, Cassandra. Looks so good in that outfit. You too, Solus. Look good in that outfit, man. Alright.
This might interest you, sir.
Always got to do the first one.
You may want to look into this.
Inquisition requisitions. Sera spy glasses, huh? Okay. Bloodstone and radium. Alright. Cool. Using a schematic for lenses perfected in the Elysian town of Sera, we can craft spy glasses for Inquisition scouts, which will make them far more effective. Alright. Cool. Cool. So let's take a little look-see at the mapsies. Yeah, there's not... It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot here, but... I'd say it's about the same amount of time as the Storm Coast, probably, is what we're going to be spending here. Probably going to be spending about the same amount of time as the Storm Coast. It's kind of a similar shape too. You're just going along the coast, although the coast kind of curves into an L shape, whereas this one doesn't curve, it just is straight. Alright. Well, you guys, we are gonna get to exploring this area in the next episode. I'm gonna have to leave this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been the loving Miss Scarlet Fox. Please be sure to like the video, comment all the comments, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.